Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Welcome. Today is Wednesday, March 19th, 2025. Just a little heads up. I'm actually not really feeling all that great. A little too much information, but my daughter's kind of had like this 24-hour stomach thing, and she got over it yesterday. So we had it a couple of days ago, and then my wife started feeling nauseous and everything last night, and then it's kind of like doing a little bit of its attack on me this morning. So if I abruptly have to just get up and walk away, and so kind of forgive me, I may have to make a quick bathroom pit stop. So just kind of bear with me. Anyhow, welcome. Remember, this is intended for educational purposes only. It's not intended to be financial advice. I don't encourage you to copy me or follow my trades or anything like that. Just trying to share my information and how I go along my journey with you guys. And with that, I'm also gonna share some stats with you. I had somebody reach out to me and ask me if there's anything else that I trade besides just the 5 5-minute morning breakout, because they're trying to build a plan, and there's just not enough trades for them. So I've been working on some stuff, and I've been sharing it with you guys, and I ran the numbers, and I wanted to kind of show you kind of where we're at. So let me do this. So I redid the numbers for the, let me go into the page here so you can see this. So I reran the numbers for the last 30 days on the 5-minute strategy, and I made some adjustments to it where the take profit is still 34 ticks, and the stop loss, I expanded it to 50. Instead of 30 where it was before. So I gave it 20 more ticks. Before I go into it, let's just kind of go through roll call real quick, see who's here. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, Mitch. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, Benjamin. Good morning to you. So from February 17th to today, it has taken a total of 6 trades, and they were all winners based on the new parameters. So, but I do want to show you some stuff just so you kind of, not to mislead and go, oh, well, this is great. Well, so the trade that was on the 17th, which you guys remember we got into, and I just got stopped out, and then it, kept going. It basically, if I would have expanded the stop to 50 ticks, it would have gotten 3 ticks from stopping me out and then reversed and hit target. So, good morning, Rich, to you again. And then on the 14th, it went 34 ticks against me. So it actually just hit the stop at 34, right? And all the rest of them, it went like 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 7 ticks, and then it hit, profit. So that's what I'm going to be running now from now on to try that and see how, progressively how that, turns out because of market conditions. So you always have to kind of adjust a little bit. So I'm willing to give a little more to just kind of, make sure that I can stay in the trade. And if I do get stopped out, it'll only take me 2 days to recover unless I take 2 days in a row of a loss. But this is where the numbers are, and we just, we follow the numbers, and, we just kind of see where it goes. So here's the addition. I've also been trading this I started at 3 o'clock in the morning during the during the London Open. So I take the same setup, but at 3:05, okay? And I'm taking it both long and short. So when I do that, these are the stats. So again, from the 17th of February, same thing for the last 30 days, it has taken a total of 22 trades, and it has made about $7,800 in profit. The equity curve looks something like this. Now, this is trading 2 contracts, and we'll talk about, contract sizing and all that later on down the road, because that's one of the other questions that was brought up. I suggested, because they had sent me some messages, and they're telling me that they think they may be over extending themselves with the contract sizing, and micros has always been a suggestion to trade this, and so this is basically with 2 contracts. So actually, is it 2 or 3? Let me double check. Let me see. I think the London I'm trading, 3 contracts. So I'm trading this with 3 contracts during the London at the 3 o'clock hour. So same thing. I'm looking for the setup at 3 a.m. and then at 3:05 I either get long or short. But here I'm taking both longs and shorts. And you can see that the shorts actually outperform the longs by almost 3 to 1. Where you're making $6,300 on the shorts and only $1,500 on the longs. So I'm still looking to see whether maybe this will be a short-only strategy. But if you look at if you dive deeper into it, it's on the longs, it's taken 6 wins and 1 loss. And on the shorts, it's taking 13 wins and 2 losses. So they're both trading at 85%, 86%. So still a viable option to do that. Now, I've been trading this for quite a while. Then I added something else to it. I'm like, I wonder what happens at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I did that, and the results are kind of shocking. So if I take this same setup at 4 a.m. and under the 4:05, these are the numbers. And this is what the graph looks like, which is crazy. Now, the parameters are a little bit different on the stop loss and take profit. And I don't really think I'm going to have too much time to go into detail today. So I'll probably pick this up again tomorrow. In fact, I think that's what I'll do, is I'll go into the parameters as to what it is to achieve this. But this trade, again, you're risking $2,000 like you did on the other one at 3 a.m. But this one you're trading 4 contracts. So if you take it down to 1 contract, you're only risking $500 to make, what is it? Divide this by 4, so about 400. So you're risking 500 to make 400 at 4 a.m. So I wanted to kind of share this with you, and I know that the trader that has reached out to me, I know that he's watching this. So I'm not going to give his name, because just for privacy protection, maybe he doesn't want to be called out, and I don't like to call people out. So, but you know who you are. We can continue this conversation later on. But good morning, Trade Hawk. So if you just joined us, I'm just kind of covering some numbers based on the trade on other time frames and things like that, and some modifications that I made to the trade. So again, the modification to the trade is I expanded the stop loss to 50 instead of 30. That is that. So, okay. So I hope that was of some benefit to you guys. Let's go back to here. Let me put this back up here. And again, real quick, for the Discord and the mentorship, where we dive deeply into all this stuff, into what I do and how I build the setups. We go into psychology. We go into trade plan development, money management, all that stuff. That's the link to get some information. So get your phones out, scan it. It'll get you to a page. I'll give you some information. And if you'd like to join us, that'll be great. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, so Take Profit Trader. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. So Take Profit Trader is another prop firm that I trade. We talked about it briefly. May want to check them out. They're offering 30% off now with no activation fee. So it's a pretty good deal. And then once you pass their eval, which you can do in 5 days, they have a 50% consistency rule and a 5-day to pass. And then once you pass and you go through the... oh, you're starting an account trade? Nice. Let me know how that works out for you. I think they're really good. Once you pass their evaluation and you get into their funded account, and you pass the threshold, you can take out a payout every single day. And they're really, there's no restrictions at all. You just can't trade high red folder, news events. That's it, really. Other than that, there's no other rules, which is pretty amazing. And they're really, I mean, when they say they look out for the traders, they really do. So anyhow, go ahead and check them out. Okay, so let's get to the charts and see where we're at. So here's the overnight. And as you can see, remember I said I took the trade at 3 o'clock in the morning. So this is the 3 a.m., the 3:05 a.m. trade that I took. It was a short, and it got me here, and it took target, and it was a nice little winner. It actually, I think I was in the trade for probably maybe 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes, something like that. It went almost to the end of the bar, and then right before the bar closed, it ended up taking profit. So with that, let's kind of mark the chart up. So we have a level down here, and we've got the high, which is right here at this pivot. It looks like real close to it. So we're in this range. We're looking to break out of here to go to the upside. So if the market decides to push up towards this area, we've got to be careful and make sure that we do break away from it and break out of it during the first 5 minutes. So if that happens, then we'll get this thing in a long. Remember, this thing now is set up to go both long and short. So we'll see how that does. So that's kind of what we're looking for. And if we look at the 15-minute chart to kind of see where we're at, the 15-minute also, if you can tell, it was trading inside this range for quite a while right here. And now we're basically seeking to break out of it to the upside. And hopefully we will. Let's see. So today is the Fed rate. That's at 2 p.m. So something to look out for as we get closer to the afternoon. And then obviously things are going to go completely crazy at that time. See what happens. Hopefully the open, we should see some action hopefully in the morning for the first maybe half hour to 45 minutes, maybe even an hour. And then things might slow down a little bit. But you can see it tried to basically reach out here, and then, it tapped out at this high right here from the overnight, the actual overnight high. This is before the London Open. It actually went higher. So maybe we'll move this level here. See if we can reach out to that. But we'll keep an eye on this pivot level right here. This is a pivot level. It did just tap it and could not break through it. So that's something that we want to know about. Let's see if there's anything in the chat that I'm missing. Nope, nothing. No one said anything. That's good. We are about 10 seconds away from the market open. This is what the shorter time frames. And by the way, I did change to a 3-minute chart instead of a 2-minute that I was working on before. It just works out better for the ratios, the 1, 3, 5, and the 15. The 2-minute was kind of like in between. It wasn't really working all that great for me. So, all right. So the market did open, and let's just we'll wait and see what happens. So the market is pushing up, which is good, and it broke away from the high, so it did manage to break out of it. Now we'll see if it can keep this going. And if it can keep this momentum going, then we should be in good shape. But we'll just wait and see. All right, let me run a real quick test order here. Make sure that... okay. It seems to be all right. Guys, give me a second. I'm going to go get some water. I'll be right back. I'm back. All right, we've got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. And the market keeps to be pushing up, which is a good thing. Although, one thing that want to keep an eye on is that it is pushing up and then retracing quite a bit. So it's probably a bigger retracement. I mean, a bigger pullback that we're looking for. So if we don't get that momentum push, that 50 ticks may get chopped up pretty quickly. So we can see here, 303 to 14.7. That's 21 ticks that it pulled back on us while I was trying to go up. So just to keep an eye on that. So we are just about a minute and a half from the close of this 5 minute. You mean to actually take it at the 9:30? Russell, I don't. I haven't tried, and usually taking it right out of the gate as soon as the market opens is not really advisable. Oh, okay. So I'll let you ask it again. No, I have not. Okay, and we are going to get a setup to the long side. So as soon as this bar closes, this thing is going to go long. I got to be honest, I'm a little skeptic to have this thing go long because I got 10 seconds just because of how much it's pulling back here. So we'll just kind of see what happens. We'll let this thing run. All right. So it got in. And just like that, it's out. But let's see. I'm still. I have to close everything out here for me because it didn't. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just make sure I'm closed everywhere. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I just need to make sure that I get everything canceled out. Okay. Okay. All right, so it looks like all right, let me well, it looks like it took profit and it closed in the positive on everything. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. It did. This thing happened so fast that yep. Okay. So yeah, exactly. Trade winner breakfast in the morning dinner, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, so yeah, so that's another winning trade. So fast you missed it. Yeah. So there's there's a way to automate this thing, believe it or not. which we'll talk about later, how to set up a strategy in NinjaTrader, and basically have this thing automate. When all you have to do is just arm it, and then as soon as the bar opens and the 9:30 bar closes and the 9:35 opens, it triggers you long or short, depending on which way you need to go. So, sorry guys, my stomach is just killing me. Anyway, so that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining me. I know this was kind of quick and dirty and kind of long-winded in the morning when I was kind of going over all the numbers. If you have any questions or comments, just go ahead and drop them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I go live and any new videos that I will be posting. And have a great rest of the day. Remember, FOMC is today, so be very careful. And we will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll see the rest of you guys who are in the Discord a little bit later. Have a great rest of the day again, everybody. Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.